Hello folks. Today, after taking a walking trip down the borders, I've stopped at the small Abbey of Melrose, which is one of the border abbeys. Now, the connection that it has here is that just in front of this cloister here is where it's reputed to have buried the heart of Robert the Bruce. Now, what happened was, when Robert the Bruce died, his good friend James the Black Douglas was instructed to carry his heart on crusade to the Holy Land. Now, Douglas met his end in Granada in Spain. He was defeated in a pincer movement, and although he died a brave warrior, he succumbed, and Robert the Bruce's heart was recovered, and it was brought here to Melrose Abbey. I think the year was 1996 when they discovered a lead casket, and inside that lead cone was an older casket containing a heart which they reckon dated back to the time of Robert the Bruce. So it only seems fitting, and it seems right that the story is likely true. The only part of the story that I question is when John Barber, in his medieval poetic self, mentions Douglas throwing the heart into his enemy and then charging in before he was killed, thus casting the heart into the midst of the oncoming foe. But likely he was slain, and it was found on his person and returned to Scotland afterwards. It's a beautiful place here, Melrose Abbey, but like many other Scottish places at the moment, it's ruined with this Harris fencing that's all around everywhere. Anyway, that is a completely different political debate to historic monuments, but it's such a peaceful place. I've just climbed the Eildon Hills, where you get a marvellous view down on Melrose Abbey here, and you can see why it was so special to Bruce. But all the abbeys in the borders are beautiful. Jedburgh, Dryburgh, Kelso Abbey, they are all beautiful in their own way, and none of them ever escaped the wrath of Edward I of England when he came up and torched them all. But such a peaceful, lovely spot for Bruce. Of course, was buried in Dunfermline Abbey, but such a peaceful spot here. This said something about him, that he wanted his heart interred in the grounds of Melrose Abbey here. So it's well worth the visit, just to stand above and see the location. And such a somber moment, all these centuries later, that the greatest king that we've ever known, the genius of Bannockburn, wanted his heart interred in these grounds.